Hi，早晨，Hello， good morning。It's Saturday morning，咁而家係星期六嘅朝頭早啦。I just read about like the largest jackpot for the Powerball Lotto for this evening。咁我啱啱今朝起身咧就見到咧，呢一邊咧有一個即係好似我哋六合彩咁嘅嘢叫 Powerball 啦。咁咧今晚就會係即係歷史性嘅高峰 jackpot 啦咁。So I'm just like thinking about going to get a ticket later。咁我就諗住一陣間咧去買張，一陣間我就會去買六合彩啦咁。So wish me luck，咁啊祝我好運啦嚇。咁咧I'm telling you really money can solve a lot of problem right now 錢可以解決到嘅問題真係好多。So anyway, it's just a bit of a fun for a weekend 咁算啦，我哋當週末一啲小娛樂啦咁樣樣。So anyway, let's get to the reading。咁我哋咧就正式開始讀書啦。Read to resist, day 176。當閱讀也是抗爭，第176日。A Concise History of Hong Kong by John Mark Carroll。香港簡史，從殖民地至特別行政區，著者高馬可，譯者林立偉。One colorful collaborator was Lu Kui, who rose to prominence through privacy and provisioning foreign vessels. Lu was a Tanka, one of the minority ethnic groups that lived along the southern China coast. Ostracized by other Chinese, these so-called egg families lived in communities of small boats, making their livelihood from fishing, shipping, and provisioning. Like many other fishing communities, they often resorted to privacy, especially when economic conditions were rough. From the earliest days of the foreign presence in Canton, Yankees had traded with foreign merchants and served as middlemen, even though the Qing government prohibited this on pain of death. During the war, some tankers provided British naval and merchant vessels with supplies. Lu was later rewarded for provisioning the British forces with a large plot of valuable land in the Lower Bazaar, where much of the Chinese population of Hong Kong would eventually settle. He soon became one of the colony's wealthiest and most powerful Chinese residents. 有位合作者的故事很引人入勝，那是靠海盜勾當和為外國船舶供應給養發跡的盧亞貴。盧亞貴是疍家人，疍家人是華南沿海的少數民族，以周一為家，飽受其他中國人蔑視排斥。他們以捕魚、船運和供應補給為生。和許多其他船民一樣，疍民常常被論為海盜，尤其在生計艱難的日子。讓外國人踏足廣州之初起，疍民已和外國商人做買賣，並充當中間人。即使清政府以處死來恫嚇，也禁之不絕。戰爭期間，有些疍民向英國海軍和商船提供補給。盧亞貴因為英軍提供糧食補給，後來獲回報一幅位於下市場的土地。注譯 Lower Bazaar 即上環蘇杭街、文咸街一帶。這幅土地很有價值，後來成為許多香港華人聚集的地方。盧亞貴不久就成為這個殖民地最富有和最有權勢的華人之一。Kwok Ah Chong was another Tanka boatman who supplied provisions to the British forces during the First Opium War. After the British takeover of Hong Kong, Kwok settled in the colony. He joined the Peninsular and Oriental P&O Steam Navigation Company in 1845 and soon became its comprada, named after the Portuguese word for buyer. The comprada system originated in late Ming Dynasty but came to prominence after the Canton system was abolished in 1842 and compradas replaced the Hong merchants as the main intermediaries between Chinese and Western traders. In the 1860s, Kwok started a fleet of steamships that competed with the European-owned Hong Kong, Canton, and Macau Steamboat Company. In 1876, he was the third largest taxpayer in the colony. By 1877, he owned 13 steamships, making him not just a successful local Chinese businessman, but also a regional shipping magnate. Although he spoke only Pidgin English, Kwok was known for getting along well with foreigners and was a frequent advisor to the colonial government. 郭金章是另一名在第一次鴉片戰爭期間向英國供應給養的疍家人。英國人接管香港後，他遷到這殖民地定居。1845年加入鐵行輪船公司 Peninsula and Oriental Steam Navigation Company， 即大英火輪船公司。不久當上買辦，買辦的英文 comprada 來自葡萄牙文，意思是買手。買辦制度源於明末，但到1842年廣州貿易制度取消後才盛行起來。買辦取代行商，成為中西方商人之間的主要中介。1860年代，郭金章成立船隊，與歐資的省港澳輪船公司 Hong Kong, Canton and Macau Steamboat Company 競爭。在1876年，他是香港第3大繳稅大戶。到了1877年，他旗下已有13艘汽船，令他不只是本地成功華商，更是區內的船王。雖然郭金章只會說洋涇冰英文，但他與外國人相處得很好，常常擔當殖民地政府的顧問。So this is the end of the reading today. We read about two collaborators with the Britons during the First Opium War. 咁呢個咧就係今日讀嘅部分啦。咁就讀到咧兩個喺第一次鴉片戰爭嘅時候咧，同呢一個英國佬合作嘅人啦。咁 so happen both of them were tankers。咁都幾有趣，就係咧佢哋兩位咧都係疍家人啦，咁樣樣。For a long time, the Hong Kongers has believed that the major ethnicity or our ancestor would be the tankers actually. 咁其實我哋都有一個即係流傳，就係我哋覺得香港人嘅始祖其實都係疍家人啦，因為 we believe that we were a fish village, right? 咁我哋相信我哋一開始就係一條漁村咁樣樣啊嘛。But then the history here that Carroll is talking about， 咁但係咧，當我哋睇即係馬勒可喺呢一度寫嘅呢一個呢個簡史嘅時候咧，佢之前有提到其實我哋唔係淨係一條小漁村嚟嘅。So he mentioned that we weren't just like a barren island or just a small fish village. It's kind of like a commercial個 commercial city, right？ 咁即係一個即係行商貿易嘅一個地區啦，咁樣樣。So it's also very interesting to see yesterday we read about how people were thinking because the Manchus were not treating us well, that's why they felt happy to work with the Brits. And then today we read about these two tankers who also felt because they were being sort of discriminated against by the Chinese ethnicity, right? So they would also be, helping and because of the business with the foreign ships before as well. 咁好有趣就係即係譬如琴日我哋讀到就係因為有啲人佢會覺得本州政府唔係我哋即係漢人或者我哋中國人嘅合法政權，同埋佢哋好衰啦咁所以佢哋覺得佢幫英國佬佔領香港係即係應份嘅，或者即係冇問題嘅咁然後今日就提到兩個疍家人都係即係本身可能即係都係俾人歧視啊，即係覺得即係疍家係即係差啲嘅種族啊，佢哋嘅待遇比較差咁，然後佢哋又一直都係即係因為喺沿海就係會同啲外國人經商咁，所以就會都覺得即係咁樣對佢哋嚟講就係有着數啲啦咁樣樣。This just keep me thinking， 我就一路喺度諗啦，就係when it happened at the time， 即係當時發生嘅時候 ，people made these choices， 咁即係大家就做咗啲咁嘅決定啦咁。There must be other people who think why are you helping foreigners to invade us or to occupy us？ 咁我諗一定有啲人會諗，即係點解你會幫外面，即係幫外人嚟到即係侵佔我哋，嚟到侵略我哋咧咁。 But now reading back, right？咁但係而家我哋即係知道咗咁多之後發生嘅事，然後我哋睇翻嗰個歷史嘅時候咧 ，I sort of like feel like, well, history has proven to make the right choice, right？咁就好似覺得歷史係會判佢哋無罪，事實上佢哋都無罪啦，即係佢哋係即係做啱咗、揀啱咗，要靠邊個啦咁。So like for me, it's so much fun just to read this。咁對我嚟講咧，讀到呢啲部分我都好開心、好有趣啦。It's just sort of like, wow, like historically, Hong Kong people like knew already, like China is not a good government, or like it's not, like we just don't want to have anything to do with them. Or we are very happy to like venture out. 咁我覺得好有趣就係好似歷史裏面都已經發現，其實香港人一直都係覺得，喂，我哋唔想同大陸有關嘅，你接收我啦，你接收我啦，即係我哋想同外國即係有關嘅咁樣樣咁。So of course this would piss off a lot of like Chinese right now。咁當然而家即係我哋會打破即係好多玻璃心咁樣樣啦。But I don't care 但我真係我唔想理呢啲嘢。It's just kind of like just interesting to read about this, like just that the idea of the little resistance， 即係嗰種即係我哋一直其實都好少去抵抗，即係英國人要嚟佔我好啦咁樣樣咁。So and then also of course like there is this hint of like people in Hong Kong sort of care more about like livelihood or economic situation like from that time already。咁好似係嗰個時候，其實香港人都已經都幾勢利咁，即係我哋睇下即係呢個即係經濟係點啊，我生活生計係點啊，錢係點啊咁。So I just begin to think about like has it like anything to do with us being on an island, like because we are an island, so sort of like we're away from the mainland. In that sense, like there's a detachment of like identification, that sort of thing, recognition, and also just you sure have to fend for yourself as an island, right？ 咁同埋我諗可能係真係香港島作為一個島嘅呢個概念本身係佢同嗰個即係大陸嗰個嘅分隔係都形成嗰個即係身份認同啊各樣啦，同埋當你係一個島嘅時候，即係當純粹一個島嘅時候，其實你要考慮嘅嘢真係多好多，即係你嗰個即係自我嘅生存嘅嗰個意識同嗰個能力都係即係同你有成個大陸去有個靠山係好唔一樣咯。So I hope you really like the book。我希望你中意呢本書啦。Please go and buy it。咁希望你去買翻佢啦。You can find it on a lot of like online book platforms, of course on the Amazon as well。咁喺好多 online 嘅賣書嘅平台你都會揾到嘅，咁 Amazon 都會有啦。And also the Chinese version， 咁同埋咧中文版please also go and buy it。咁都請你去買翻啦，咁樣樣。So we'll continue to read it tomorrow。咁我哋聽日會繼續讀啦。咁希望你會繼續加入我呢一個閱讀也是抗爭嘅行列。So hopefully for you to continue to join us on Read to Resist tomorrow then. See you. Bye bye.